Hey everyone, Jazzy. How are you guys doing today? I hope well. It's really nice here today, even though it started at like an illegal, like 5 degrees outside Fahrenheit, and I think it was against the law because I felt assaulted when I was walking to the gym because it was so cold. And it was worse when I got out because I was all sweaty and I was just like, oh God. Today's topic is going to be gym anxiety. And right now, given it's the first month of the year, everybody's trying to get into their resolutions and whatnot. It's very, very important to make sure that you don't let your anxiety overcome your desire to get healthier. And I understand anxiety pretty well. I've had it since I was very young, maybe my entire life. I don't know. My grandma says I was always restless. So one of the problems that I had when I first started going to the gym was A, I was in a wheelchair. B, I was about 225 pounds, which I know is pretty hard to believe right now. I'm actually like 101 right now. So stark difference. So I had a lot of issues prior to actually getting into my fitness journey. I was, like I said, very overweight, but I also had what doctors were considering agoraphobia. It was so much anxiety that I was afraid to go outside alone. I was so worried something would happen and I would end up somewhere where I didn't know where I was, which happens even though I know where I am. So I had all of that going on, and it had been about 3 years that I really didn't leave on my own to do anything, even including hanging out with friends. I was so anxious all the time that I couldn't go. And in 2016, when I made the U.S. Women's Developmental Sled Hockey team, I said, well, if I'm going to be at this level, I really need to get to the gym and gain strength and lose some weight so that I'm faster and more helpful on the ice. So one day I literally woke up and I put together like the most pitiful gym bag ever because I had no idea what I was doing, and decided, okay, today's the day. I'm taking back the control of my life and I'm saying no to anxiety, like a drug or something, I don't know. But I said that, I'm done. I'm so tired of being stuck in the house because I'm afraid. And fear is so powerful. It'll stop you from doing things that you must do, but you can't because you're so terrified. And I don't mean literal fear. I mean like fear of failure, fear of losing, fear of this or that. So I was so tired of being afraid and nervous, and I just said, screw it, I'm going. So I went to the gym in our little complex there in Orlando, Florida, and that had been 2016, and I never looked back. I have been going to the gym pretty much daily for probably the last 5 years, and it has changed my life. So back to the topic at hand, gym anxiety. A lot of people have a lot of trouble going to gyms even when they're not a person with a disability because they might be overweight, they might be really weak, they might be too thin, this, that, or the other thing. And I must emphasize that we all start at zero, every single one of us. We're not born with a six-pack. Because this is so important to you, you shouldn't just say, because of this, that, or the other reason, I can't go. You just need to, at some point, contend with your anxiety and say, today I'm gonna win. And just take that first trip to the gym on your own. And if it's terrifying and you come out feeling worse than when you went in, then maybe reevaluate. Maybe you have to do workouts at home. Maybe you have to do a one-on-one with a trainer, or maybe you want to work out with a small group of friends. But don't let your anxieties keep you from going in. When you go in there and you're trying to exercise, no one's staring at you. I mean, maybe 2 or 3 people, but honestly, to give you an idea of how oblivious most people are in the gym, I didn't realize that a guy in the squat rack next to me actually dropped I think it was like 180 pounds. He was bench pressing and it went down on his chest and he was stuck. And so I was so oblivious because I was so focused on what I was doing. I had no idea the guy next to me was about to say, night, night. I eventually heard some clattering and I looked over and I was like, oh shit. And I ran over and helped him out. But that's my point. We're not focused on the people around us. Most of us have a little sheet we're wearing headphones, and basically we're just going through that sheet, checking off reps and sets, we have no idea what you're doing over there in the corner with that kettlebell. Be careful with that thing. Those are dangerous. That's like, if you're worried about people staring, they're not staring at you. And if they are, it's not going to be the whole gym. Don't worry. We all start from zero, whether that's super morbidly obese, super underweight, or just no muscle at all. So you have to remember, when I first started, was 76 pounds. I'm 103 pounds, and I have gained so much mass. And when I went into the gym for the first time at like 70 some pounds, I was extremely self-conscious because most people don't ask why. They just assume that I have an eating disorder. And no, I have gastroparesis and it hates me. That really bothered me in the beginning. It can be a little difficult. And then when it comes to the other gym anxiety, you see this really hot girl or really hot guy, and they're both posing in the mirrors. Well, here's the thing. While they're over there posing, you're still pumping iron. So don't worry about them, because that's the only way to get through it. If you go in and you just start going and you start working out, eventually your brain is going to forget about the anxiety that almost stopped you from going. You just have to push through each single barrier. I've learned that yes, you can control anxiety a little bit with medication, but like most mental illnesses, it's really, seriously, your own tail, really. Okay. Yeah, I have a weird cat. One of the other things that you can do to kind of ease your anxiety, now this is kind of rude, but look around the room and look and see if there's somebody there that's a little worse off than you are. And then if you see that, then you know you're not at the bottom of the heap. And that's not really fair. But, sometimes people need that legitimate validation. Not on the bottom of the heap, so we can only go up from here. I hyper focus, so I don't really notice the people around me anymore. Now for like the first 2 years I did, but now I put that headset on, I get my book out, I am so focused. People that I know really well can walk past me and I won't even know who they are because I'm so focused on my book. So that's how I overcame my anxiety. I just busy my mind and my hands whenever I'm waiting in between sets so that I don't look around and see all these other people who are super bulky and, start to feel intimidated. So what I do is I just kind of focus on me. When you go to the gym, you're not working out for other people, you're working out for yourself. So put your focus on you, and that should help your anxiety because now you're not focusing on somebody else and how they're doing exercises. You're focusing on yourself and figuring out how to do your own exercises. My cat literally just got stuck in his cat tree. What are you doing? Okay, I'm sorry. My best advice, if you have anxiety, is to pack your gym bag, find a really good playlist, get some good headphones, throw those headphones on, listen to that music, and take your bag. Take a book to record everything, and just stay in your lane. That's all the advice I can give, is stay in your lane, focus on you, work out for yourself, no one else. I hope that helped. I'm a little scatterbrained right now. I'm having a little bit of a rough day with the multiple sclerosis, why I'm kind of stuttering. I'm probably gonna go ahead and let it go here. That was a little bit jumbled, so I kind of apologize, but I think it's a really important topic, especially given the time of year. So if you guys could like, subscribe, or not, I don't care, because I don't do this for money, I do this for you. And if you want to make a comment below, yeah, make a comment. There we go. There's the MS fog. If you would like to leave me a comment below, please do. I really appreciate reading everybody's feedback. Unless you call me like a fat horse or something, and then, I don't know, I'll probably permaban you or something. I don't know. I hope you can make some sense from it. And do your best to do your best. And as always, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay strong.